to promote the steel, network to more end consumers, which is where the money lies, and target a 60 to 80,000 margin on a monthly basis. So how do we plan to do this? What does the marketing strategy look like? Instagram, our biggest friend, the biggest help, allows us to reach the maximum community, and you can scan our QR code right there to take us to our page. Growth hacking proves to be imperative, and as well as the competitive pricing, which I mentioned earlier, allows us to stay on top of our game, and naturally a pan-India delivery. So Mr. Aniket, I know you love the black cement threes, and if you want anything else, do hit us up right now. And for everyone else present here, absolutely any shoe under the sun, do DM YS Kicks and you'll have it on your doorstep before you know it. Thank you so much. Any questions, please feel free to ask.
Okay, do you want to go first?
I mean, this is your segment, so you should. Your thing.
Bias, but okay, since we have to keep it short. Look, Yuvraj, very impressive traction. More than anything, one thing that you can learn from him is that he's actually gone and sold 70, 80 pairs of sneakers, done 18 lakhs of sales. And at the end of the day, for any business that's not well, sales cures all, right? Saket will tell you this as well. So my question, Yuvraj, look, I think the bots, all of that, it sounds nice, but over time, Nike will crack down on you and you'll just have to find better ways to source. So two questions: how do you plan to source over time and get pricing competitively? And second is, without an offline experience, it's very hard to scale this business. But at the end of the day, when someone's spending 20, 30, 40, 50, 60,000, they like to touch, feel. I'm one of those customers, right? And the third observation and my most important question, I think, is how do you verify
Authenticity,
authentic sneakers? And then just tell me these three, and I think I'm good with these three.
Right. So to your first question, Adidas has already started the anti-bot movement, if you can call it that. So bots are ineffective on Adidas, right? Our sourcing, if you forget Adidas, Nike for a second, is from Singapore and US, where we're buying multiple pairs at about 30, 40 at a time, which I already mentioned to you. So we already have the sneaker plugs in Singapore and US, where we're buying multiple pairs from at naturally the below market price. So that also solves the competitive pricing bit. So the sourcing is all taken care of, even if you remove Nike and Adidas, or even for that matter, veg, non-veg and super kicks. So that way sourcing is not a problem because we have the connects in those places. For your second question as to the offline bit, the touch and feel, well, naturally, obviously, we can't do much with COVID, but the best we offer is trying to give them the best description to our, possibility. And we've had customers just like you who want to know what a shoe feels like, what the comfort is. So YouTube videos on that, by the big sneakerheads does help in that, like Karan Khatri and Vedant, who I'm sure you know. So those videos and, telling them what exactly are the differences between each type of shoe has been able to help us increase our sales. And as to your third question about the authenticity, so there's this app called Check, right? It's used on a global level by over 50 million people. And Check is essentially where the world is checking their sneakers to make sure they're authentic. And each and every reseller relies on Check itself. And naturally, having sold just around 80 pairs by now, even if you bring in a fake to me, I can off my hand tell you it's a fake. So at the start, it was a lot of reliance on Check, but now it's also, the personal aspect of it. So that's to the authenticity part of it.
Super interesting. So love the idea because I was in Istanbul 2 weeks ago, and before I just started the chat with Aniket, I was telling him you need to take me sneaker shopping.
Just on our chat right now.
Literally just like 2 minutes ago. So very timely presentation. I want to ask you, do you have anything else beyond the traditional channels like Instagram? You're selling shoes, but have you thought of selling an experience? So Aniket is an expert on buying sneakers, and I've always stuck around with buying like white sneakers. They get dirty after 2 months, and I buy another one and another one because I want to play safe. So have you thought of an offline experience or something that would educate people on how to become cool sneaker shoppers like Aniket?
Definitely. So now if you see, what StockX is doing with the NFTs and all, that's a completely different verse, which is elevating the sneaker game. So it's like you created two parallel worlds, even with Nike and Adidas entering the metaverse. So that's where the touch and feel is actually coming in now with COVID, right? So it's not like it's just limited. You have to go 1,000 kilometers away to a physical store, but you can actually look at that shoe on your feet using Meta. And then, it's not just limited to going to that physical store. And just like you mentioned, you buy that white sneaker every 2 months. What we are saying is that you buy that white sneaker from us and you won't have to buy another pair for 6 months. We'll give you the cleaning service, we'll give you the maintenance service, but you won't need another pair for the next 6 months. So that way, our experience as well as the mystery boxes will help you clean, help you maintain, change laces, you name it. So that way, we have all that sorted.
Interesting. Look up this store called House of Step Up. That's what while I was in Istanbul, I experienced this store, and essentially when you walk in, it's like a party going on.
Yeah, entering a different world.
Yeah, there's a DJ, and then there's one entire section where you can buy a sneaker, and there are artists who actually personalize the shoe for you. So they paint and everything, and that's actually for free. So that's just a very big.
Because Kunal mentioned that we invested in a company called Cure Foods, which operates a brand called Eat Fit, right? Check this out. This is the Eat Fit logo on a Nike sneaker that we got custom made.
Wow.
So Yuvraj, you need to differentiate. Well, everybody's reselling sneakers now. Namita ma'am has invested in a company on Shark Tank on live television.
But
so
then
they have something that's differentiated. What Saket was saying from an overall experience standpoint, which is not obvious. Maybe you're not showing it or you're not talking about it. So that's the only feedback I kind of have to leave you with.
Got it, sir. Thank you so much.
But I love the energy, and whatever you've done so far is incredible. Like so kudos, and keep doing.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Good stuff, Yuvraj.
Thanks, Yuvraj. By the way, he's one of the possible cricketers to be selected for under 19 next year.
Yuvraj, you can connect with me offline and we'll help you.
Definitely, sir. Definitely. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yuvraj, please sell one to Aniket, no?
Some more than one. We'll be happy to.
Yeah.